This is Dean Barker with RCBL Baseball. I'm here with head coach Chris Rush of the Montezuma Braves after the Braves take their first loss 10-6 to the Grottoes Cardinals, first loss of the 2023 season. Coach, you knew coming into this game, this Grottoes team, they can hit.
They can, yep.
But you have a solid pitching team too. You held the Shockers to 1 run the other night. What went wrong out there?
I don't think anything went wrong. Grottoes historically, the last 3-4 years, has probably been one of, if not the best hitting team in the league. They're strong from top to bottom. The 5th inning hurt us, and that wasn't so much. Some of it was pitching, and some of that was on me. Well, I'm sorry. Actually, I guess that would have been the 7th inning. Josh, this was his first outing with us. He had not pitched in a couple weeks since college, and he was getting tired. I should have saw it, should have got him out of there sooner. But an error that inning takes us out number 2. A middle error with a force at home, and we don't go there, takes us out about 3, and then they score 2 or 3 runs after that. So if we get out of that inning when we should have, it's a different ball game. But not taking anything away from those guys. I mean, you saw tonight, they're a good hitting team. I thought all in all with our pitching, Elijah Dunlap with the start, I thought held him very well. Josh Nielsen, his first 2 innings was good. Derek Ryan looked pretty good coming in out of the pen. And then Maleko, the 9th inning, looked well. I think our biggest thing outside of some errors and mental mistakes is we just weren't consistent with that tonight. We've had a couple good games of hitting, good plate discipline. We swung at a couple third strikes that were high, a couple third strikes almost in the dirt, and we just took our discipline out of the plate tonight.
You talk about offense, although I should note, later in that game, it seemed like the bats started to get going a bit. And maybe if you don't have one of those big blow-up innings on the mound, maybe it's a different ball game. What did you see out of your offense there that you liked? And do you think that's something that you'll be able to reciprocate going forward?
Yeah, so if we look at the bottom of the lineup, what we would typically say the bottom, kind of 6 through 9, we actually got some effective plate appearances out of them, where our top was lacking some in the first part of the game. That was good to see. Moving forward, we'd want that consistency 1 through 9. We had that the first 2 games. And again, going back to, I don't think, we talked about being aggressive at the plate. I think tonight we got a little too aggressive at times. They threw some good pitchers. I think we helped out some with some of our plate approaches. So, when we broke down at the end of the game, we talked about some of the pitching issues, which really wasn't a ton. We talked more about just the mental mistakes, baseball mental IQ, and whether you're offensively or defensively out in the field, know what your job is and go out and get it done.
So you have, 4 days off coming up, and then you take on a huge challenge in the defending champion Bridgewater Reds. What is your team going to need to do in the next few days to recuperate after having, even after tonight's loss, a pretty solid first week?
Yeah.
And then, I guess that's a good question to ask, is what do you take away from this week? You go 2-1 with 2 good wins.
Well, I think we saw in the first 2 games what we can do. I think the teams were pretty evenly matched tonight. Grottoes is a pretty solid team all the way around. We knew that coming in, and we knew it wasn't going to be an easy win if we did get it. Bridgewater is going to be similar. They're a good team. They are defending champs. I have to go back and look, but I think last year we split the season with them, maybe even took 3 out of 4. But their pitching staff, they've got 2 pretty good pitchers. With Shiflett, and I think Huffman's back this year. Probably we'll see one of them. Our thing probably offensively is going to be get on them early and try to get to the pen.
All right, there you hear it from Coach Chris Rush. Thank you for your time.
Sure. Thanks, fella.